Expedia and Visit Scotland invite you to come experience the beauty that awaits in Scotland. The sweep of wild coastlines, quiet lochs, and untamed landscapes. Fresh cuisine that feels rooted in the land. Come experience the kind of stillness that stays with you long after you leave. Plan your Scottish escape today at expedia.com/Visit Scotland.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
That's the second part of the problem here. So it's not just that kidney diseases represent an epidemic in this country. The other part of the problem is that 90% of the people who have kidney diseases don't even know it, because kidney diseases can be clinically silent. It's not like when your filters start clogging or dropping off that you feel pain. And so there's no obvious way to know that, hey, my body's telling me that my kidneys aren't working. And in fact, to make that even worse, the symptoms that do evolve with kidney disease tend to show up late. And they tend to be nonspecific. Things like loss of appetite or loss of energy or some sort of memory and cognition type problems. And so they're not really specific. They show up at the end. And so, the really important thing here is if you've got any of those risk factors that we've been talking about, diabetes, blood pressure, obesity, family history, heart disease, have a conversation with your doctor about getting your kidney function tested. Really easy tests out there, a simple blood test, a simple urine test. They're very accurate as well.
Hey everyone, this is Jonathan Marx from Go To Health. I hope you're having a great day. February is Heart Health Month and March is Kidney Health Month. And what our show today is going to talk about is how related our kidney health and our heart health are. Now, here's an incredible statistic. An estimated 37 million Americans have kidney diseases, yet as many as 9 in 10 people don't know they have it. When left untreated, kidney diseases can cause irreversible kidney damage and kidney failure, leading to dialysis or the need for a kidney transplant. Research reveals a strong connection between kidney health and heart health. From American Heart Month in February through World Kidney Day on March 12th, the American Society of Nephrology is encouraging people to take simple steps now to protect their kidneys, safeguard their hearts, and improve long-term health. Our guest today is Dr. Samir Parikh. He's the president of the American Society of Nephrology and a noted kidney health researcher and expert. Dr. Parikh is professor of internal medicine and pharmacology and chief of nephrology at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center. You can learn more about this at a special link we've created. It's called bit.ly, that's bit.ly, bit.ly/ASN Love Your Kidneys. bit.ly/ASN Love Your Kidneys. And before we get to the doctor or request, please visit our website at gotohealthmedia.com, where you can see all our shows. And if you're listening to us or watching us on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple, please give us a 5-star review or a thumbs up. That helps get our evidence-based word out to more people. Thanks in advance. So welcome to the show, Dr. Samir Parikh. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing really well. Jonathan, thank you so much for having me on. It's an honor to represent the American Society of Nephrology.
Good. And I'm glad you mentioned that because you're the president of this society. What is a nephrologist? I don't know that a lot of people understand what that is. I think they may think of a kidney specialist, but what is a nephrologist? Let's start with that.
You know what? You've got it exactly right. I feel like the name it's a bit of a tongue twister, but that's exactly right. A nephrologist is a kidney specialist. A nephrologist is a doctor who takes care of patients who've got kidney issues.
Got it. So what are kidney diseases and who's at risk?
Yeah, I'm so glad that you're having this topic on your podcast. And by the way, congratulations on the 5-star rating. Kidney diseases. We're talking about 1 in 7 individuals in the United States who are affected by kidney diseases. So that's an epidemic.
Wow.
And so why is that? Why are there so many people who are walking around with kidney diseases? You can think of the kidneys as composed of these microscopic filters of the blood. And these filters, there are about 1 million of them per kidney, they don't regenerate. Once they get damaged, that's it. And so what are the conditions that damage them? High blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, heart disease, family history. You start to sense a theme there, right? I mean, these are the conditions that affect so many Americans, and they all converge to affect those small blood vessels that make up the kidneys.
So can you explain a little bit the connection if you have heart disease? What's the connection between heart disease and the kidney? If the kidney is filtering, what does heart disease or high blood pressure have to do with the filtering of the kidney?
Yeah, this is a really critical point. And so I'll share with your audience the way I learned it in medical school. The heart is the pump and the kidney's the filter. And those two things have to work on the blood together, right? And so if the filter is not doing its job, that's increasing the blood pressure. That's actually putting strain on the pump because it has to push against a bigger pressure head. But the problems are even worse. If the kidneys aren't doing their job, they're not balancing the chemistry of the blood. And so that winds up affecting the electricity of the heart. And that can lead to abnormal heart rhythms. And it winds up affecting the arteries that perfuse the heart and causing hardening of those arteries. And so then you wind up having a series of issues affecting heart health when your kidney function is not right.
Wow, thanks for explaining that. I never knew that connection, but now I do. Thanks for that. So, who's at risk for kidney disease? And is there one kidney disease or are there multiple kidney diseases?
Yeah, you don't get to an epidemic in the United States by just having kind of one cause of kidney disease. There are a lot of risk factors. There's diabetes, hypertension or high blood pressure, obesity, heart disease, a family history of kidney diseases. Some of these kidney diseases are acquired over years and decades. Imagine the filters being worn down and clogged by diabetes and high blood pressure, kind of unfolding over years and decades. But there can also be genetic causes of kidney diseases. There can also be immunological causes. That means the body's immune system winds up attacking the kidneys. And so there's this many different causes are converging to affect these very fragile and vulnerable, but normally highly effective filters that comprise the kidneys.
Now, I understood in the introduction to this that you can have kidney disease but not be aware of it. What kind of symptoms should we be looking out for to think that we have kidney disease? Let's start with that question.
Yeah, that's the second part of the problem here. So it's not just that kidney diseases represent an epidemic in this country. The other part of the problem is that 90% of the people who have kidney diseases don't even know it because kidney diseases can be clinically silent. It's not like when your filters start clogging or dropping off that you feel pain. And so there's no obvious way to know that, hey, my body's telling me that my kidneys aren't working. And in fact, to make that even worse, the symptoms that do evolve with kidney disease tend to show up late. And they tend to be nonspecific. Things like loss of appetite or loss of energy or some sort of memory and cognition type problems. And so they're not really specific. They show up at the end. And so, the really important thing here is if you've got any of those risk factors that we've been talking about, diabetes, blood pressure, obesity, family history, heart disease, have a conversation with your doctor about getting your kidney function tested. Really easy tests out there. A simple blood test, a simple urine test, they're very accurate as well.
Hey all, Jonathan from GoToHealth. Let me ask, how do you sustain your energy throughout the day? I try to do it with the morning cup of coffee and then one in the afternoon as a pick-me-up, and of course my daily vitamins. But what if I told you I was trying something new that's working for me just great? It provides me with sustained energy and focus, with caffeine for alertness, but balanced by amino acids and taurine to prevent jitters or crashes. It also has a blend of B vitamins, L-carnitine, and choline to power my energy and mental clarity, even if I didn't get the best night's sleep. It's also packed with vitamins A, C, and E to support my immune health, even with my days of packed schedules. And it's sugar-free and what I'll call flavor-forward. I alternate between 3 delicious flavors: mandarin orange, mango strawberry, and fruit punch. Just 1 small scoop of mix in 8 ounces of water and I'm done. Boom, off to the races. This formula boasts 32 years of brand expertise and thousands of 5-star reviews from millions of users. And it's a woman-owned company. What's this product I'm yakking about? It's called Spark Energy Plus Focus from Advocare. Spark Energy Plus Focus. For Go to Health listeners, I've scored 30% off and free shipping. Go to drinkspark.com and use code GoToHealth at checkout. That's code GoToHealth at drinkspark.com. Let's tackle the day together with Spark Energy Plus Focus. Got it. So we really should be talking with our primary care doctor about that.
That's right.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
And if we need to, then the primary care doctor might refer us to a nephrologist.
Yes. I'm so impressed that you said nephrologist without you getting tongue-tied, Jonathan. We're getting there. Kidney specialist, nephrologist. But no, that's exactly right. It's your primary care doctor who can order these tests. And if there is anything that looks a bit abnormal, well, knowledge is power here. And we have more power than ever right now. No one wants to find out that they've got a new medical diagnosis. But there has never been a better time to learn about your kidney health because we have these breakthrough medicines that are coming out that can really stop kidney disease right in its tracks. So never been a better time to actually go get tested.
Let me share a website where people can go. And this is something that your society has put on, but I've created a special link for that to make it simpler for people. It's bit.ly/ASN Love Your Kidneys. bit.ly/ASN Love Your Kidneys. What will people see when they go to that website, doctor?
You click on that link, and thank you for setting it up, Jonathan. And there is a banner right across the top that has terrific information on what does it mean to love your kidneys? All the stuff we've been talking about. Who should go get tested for their kidney function? And if your kidney function is normal, how do you keep it normal? What kind of diet and lifestyle should you do? And if it's not normal, what do you do next? That nephrologist, what are these medicines all about? So very rich details that your audience can find on that website.
Great. So while we're talking about that, what are some simple everyday steps people can take to keep their kidneys healthy?
Anything you would do to keep your heart healthy winds up keeping your kidneys healthy because it's all connected. It's all blood vessels at the end of the day. So a heart healthy diet, like the Mediterranean diet, like the DASH diet, those are also going to protect your kidneys. An active lifestyle, we think, can also protect your kidney health. So anything you would do or think about to protect your heart also winds up protecting your kidney function.
There's been some recent research coming out about the deleterious effects of alcohol. Can you speak to that in terms of alcohol consumption and effect on the kidneys?
Yeah, alcohol is one of these things. Like everything we consume, alcohol goes throughout the body. And, the more we're sort of learning about alcohol, the more we're learning about some of the risks associated with alcohol, right? I can remember a time when, we'd talk about having a glass of red wine as sort of a way to protect the heart. But that research has really been called into question. Mm-hmm. And the flip side of that research is that, alcohol consumption is associated with a lot of cancer risks. Now, and those cancers can, they affect the breast for women. They can affect many different organs throughout the body. One of those organs is the kidneys. And so, kidney cancer risk can go up with alcohol consumption. There's not as strong of a direct link when you think about moderate alcohol consumption and kidney diseases. But there is a big link when you sort of broaden that lens a bit more and say, well, what is not a healthy diet, right? What is a diet, for example, that leads to diabetes? That kind of diet is going to increase your risk for kidney disease. So it is really important to think about what we're putting into our mouths and how active we are out in the world.
So you just mentioned some new treatments. If you have declining kidney function, what new treatments are there to either prevent or delay kidney failure?
Yeah, there are these breakthrough medicines that are coming out that can protect both the heart and the kidney. These are medicines called SGLT2 inhibitors, another mouthful, or more commonly, I think your audience would have heard of GLP-1 medicines. These are the weight loss medicines. It turns out that these GLP-1 medicines, particularly when combined with SGLT2 inhibitors and combined with a couple of other types of medicines that help protect the kidneys, they can together have a very dramatic effect in terms of stopping kidney function decline right in its tracks. And so that's why it's so important, if you are high risk, to just go get tested and find out.
And you mentioned GLP-1. We did another show on this, and I just want to remind people, if you're on a GLP-1, please make sure it's FDA approved. There are unapproved GLP-1s out there that can be harmful to you, so make sure your GLP-1 is FDA approved. So, Dr. Parikh, are there any questions that I should have asked that I didn't, or what kind of big message would you like to leave with people today?
We're right in the middle of American Heart Month, and next month is National Kidney Month. And so it's a great time to talk about the connection between these two organs, the heart and the kidneys. And so I would say, if you're interested in saving your heart, you absolutely should love your kidneys. Go have that conversation with your doctor. Find out your numbers. This has been terrific, Jonathan. I really appreciate the opportunity to raise awareness with your audience about kidney health.
Good. Thanks so much for being with us today. Again, folks, you can learn more by going to our special link. It's bit.ly/ASN Love Your Kidneys. ASN Love Your Kidneys. We've been talking with Dr. Samir Parikh. He's the president of the American Society of Nephrology, which is, we've learned, are kidney specialists. And he's a noted kidney health researcher and expert. He's professor of internal medicine and pharmacology and the chief of nephrology at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center. Thanks so much for being with us today, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me on. Appreciate it.
Good. This has been Jonathan Marx. Please visit our website at gotohealthmedia.com, where you can see all our shows. We've got over 250 of them. And if you're listening to us or watching us on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple, please give us a thumbs up or a 5-star review. That helps get the word out to more people. Thanks in advance. We'll see you again next time. This has been Jonathan Marx. And as we say at the end of every show, go to health. God bless. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Hey, Jonathan, that's great. Thank you so much for helping to raise awareness.
Thank you for tuning in today to Go to Health. You are one of almost 10,000 people per day who enjoy the evidence-based health information offered by our guest health experts. You can watch us on our website and YouTube and listen to us on 8 podcast networks. Be sure to join Jonathan Marx in our upcoming shows each week. If you like our show, please share this episode with your friends and colleagues. You can subscribe to the show, join our email list, send us feedback, browse through the online store, and view our library of over 150 shows at gotohealthmedia.com. See you next time, and remember to elevate your life with Go to Health.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at stitchfix.com.
To my stylist, this look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.